actually, I think we were volunteering at a soup kitchen, and they were like working on the desserts, and I had just, you know, side items, so I was divvying up the green beans, and one of the guys just started tapping on the counter. I was like, hey, I can do that too. And before you know, he's like, hey, do you play percussion? I said, well, I play at it. And, well, we have this group called Mongol Beach Party. And I said, really? Well, I'm a nobody, and nobody's ever heard of me.
This was them at their, you know, at their prime, wasn't it? 91. You know, people would see them. They would have fainting spells. It was almost like a mass hysteria.
It was kind of a hectic little time. I think I got trapped off base during their heyday, sadly.
I don't know who the Mongol Beach Party is. 1989 and 1992, I actually spent all 6 of those years in the back of a van. Might have been Mongol Beach Parties, I don't know.
But I was just wondering, could I join your group? And they said, sure. And so it was at the soup kitchen that we first put together what we think was the foundation of the rhythm section of Mongol Beach Party, of which I'm an integral part for 8 measures.
Honestly, I wasn't a giant Mongol Beach Party fan when I was a kid. I mean, I was like 30. But I had the grunge.
Oh, did I do something on him? You know, it's kind of hard to remember everything when you write like a jillion deals over 16 years. But do you want to refresh my memory, like now that I'm on the witness stand?
I think it goes back to Tom Mardyk's. Was you know, my connection to MVP, as I like to call him, was Tom Mardyk's, because he said, "Come over to City Spark. There's this recording session, and if you don't, you know, if you aren't there, you are going to be missing out on history." And
I'd have to say Christian. Solid performer, good instincts with regard to music, and he's the only one whose name I remember.
which one of the Mongols is my favorite? They're all good. Bill Belzer, you know, talented guy.
I totally get the drummer. No!
Bitch,
no way! No!
I loved all of them. I loved all of them equally.
Yes, you did. Yes, I remember that quite well.
Not all the same. No, with
Actually,
yeah.
sometimes,
okay.
yes.
Well, but Bill.
Which Billy? Oh, Billy.
Mark Sutherland. Pretty, you know, there's just something about a guy blowing a horn, something about that still to this day kind of gives me a little charge just thinking about it.
Is there a Clem? I think there's a Clem, there's a Jake.
I can't recall one from the other from back then. It was
Matthew, Caleb.
It's hard to pull one out.
Medford. Medford's cool. I like Medford. But he's never in tune.
The singer. Yeah. Oh, yes.
It's pretty hot.
I would do the singer.
I'd do the singer.
I actually did the singer.
They were all so resplendent. Oh, you dirty dog.
UMKC? Bathroom? Midnight?
Easter. Daytime. Scottish.
Cauliflower? Shower. Not because they rhyme. And I really like the word bourbon.
Mongol Beach Party, yeah. To say that I wouldn't be here without them is saying that I wouldn't be here without them. I mean, I wouldn't be here without them. Did I get that across? Strong.
You know, I owe my entire career to Mongol Beach Party. I started off as a struggling timpanist on the streets of St. Louis, and then I moved to Kansas City playing just pickup jobs, you know. If it weren't for them, I probably would still be playing on those street corners with the timpani, which is difficult, as you know, because they're kind of heavy. You know, it's not like a flute or a violin where you can just kind of put it in your case. So setup was always the trouble, and I think setup was longer than my sets.
Gandhi, Martin Luther King, figures like this. Mongol Beach Party is kind of in the same sort of company.
It's in the same sentence, for
they
sure.
provide the soundtrack for international heroism over the last 2 millennia.
No. They changed my life. No. I used to be a man. No.
Oh, Mongol Beach Party. That, they changed my life, man. Truly changed my life. Okay, you know what? I'm saying this right now. Scott stole that song from me. Lolita was my story. I was the one who met the girl. We went nuts together. That was my story. He stole... Washing your hands before a gig. Washing your hands before you play guitar. Jeff Freeland taught me that. Says it saves your strings. Makes you play clean. You know, he and I share a birthday with Simon LeBon. Tell you, the Mongols, they really taught me a lot. Taught me you could put science in your rock music, red shifting. But it's the hand washing before a gig that's made me what I am today.
First time I saw a Mongol Beach Party, I was a cattle herder out in Tucumcari, New Mexico, a little south of Albuquerque. And they were on tour, came through town. I don't know how or why, but now I'm a pickle farmer in upstate New York.
You know, I like to think they were kind of like the brash young upstarts, while I was the you know, slightly more mature guide to their media future, and I'm sure they'd agree. Yeah, father figure. It was a kind of not like a priest father figure. No, I just wanted that clarified.
Mongol is in my blood, and I came to this country. I met this fine woman. Opportunity struck, and
in our backyard. Really.
Our backyard.
Yeah.
It was a backyard operation.
Well, if the Mongol Beach Party hadn't been there and the dancing hadn't been so intense, that hole would have never been drilled.
I am the most affluent Mongol.
It was the Mongol Beach Party's album Toast, with the cut What I Find, with the trombone, brass, and timpani introduction that launched my career. It was amazing. In the interview that I had with Good Morning America at ABC back in 1998, they said, "Hey, you're the timpanist on Mongol Beach Party." I said, "Hey, I'm your guy." I don't know if that's why I didn't get the job, but
I have to say they did it. They changed my life.
I hate to talk here in the Channel 9 studios because you never know who's listening, but it is my dream to tour with Mongol Beach Party. I want to give up my television career. The Emmys don't mean anything. The salary, all right, the Jaguar does mean something, but I'm sure that I can buy 5 of them with the bankroll and the success of Mongol Beach Party.
Future. Well,
I think I could see them, you know, alongside of me in like the bread and the soup line and the little, we're going to get something to eat at the Salvation Army on Thanksgiving Day. I think we might all be there.
What I see is, depending on how the shows go, I see them and the elders doing like a residency. Because I think that's a really good fit.
That's where I'll be looking. That's where I'll be anyway. See if We'll see how many of them I can pick out of that lineup.
And those guys mean so much to me. Clem especially.
I don't really know how to explain it other than that they're still this beating, pulsing organism from 1991 that when they burst forth in, I don't know, 2008, I suspect they'll be as good or better than they were. So the future is limitless. Limitless.